Ted Baumhauer, Red Tie Variety. I'm here for the Breakfast and Boomerangs program from the Joseph Avenue Arts and Cultural Alliance and the Lincoln Library. And today what we're going to do is we're going to make something that looks like this, which will be an indoor boomerang. So take a second, get your stuff together, and I'll be right back here and I'll show you guys how to put together a boomerang, and then I'll show you how to tune it, and then we'll throw it and we'll see if it flies and comes back. Thanks! So here we are with the things that we're going to make our boomerang with. We've got the cereal box here, which we're going to open up. We've got our form already cut out. And then here's what we're actually making. We're going to make something that's going to look like this, but we're going to make it out of this cereal box. So the tools that you'll need a little bit of masking tape, you'll need a pen or a pencil, and you'll need some scissors. So to make the boomerang, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the cereal box here and trace out our form. So it doesn't have to be too exact, and don't worry about it being perfect. Boomerangs are actually a very forgiving engineering design. So you're going to take your one form that you've already cut out and lay it down here on your cereal box and just trace out two of them, and we're going to make a four-wing boomerang. So we'll just trace it out, and again, you don't have to be perfect. Even when you're cutting it out, you don't have to be perfect. So there's one copied, and we'll just do another one just like that, and we'll trace it out here, and then we'll cut it out. So you could do it out of this paper, but it tends to be a little bit too light and it won't fly very far. So I'm going to take a couple seconds here. I'm going to cut out the form. We'll just cut this out and we'll put the rest of the box aside. And then after we get this cut out, I'll show you how to tune it. And there's a couple of different things you'll do to tune the boomerang to make it fly either higher or lower, or fly a little bit further or a little bit shorter. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just going to cut this out here. Round the edges off, and then we'll just cut this out. Now, boomerangs tend to have tops and bottoms, so it's nice to have the top be the part that's decorated. Now, if you're doing this out of just plain paper, plain cardboard, you can certainly decorate it. That would be fine. I just like to know which is the top of my boomerang when I'm throwing it, because that will make a difference. So now we've got some extra here. I'm going to put aside, and I'll put that in the recycling bin. And now, as I said, I like to use the top of my boomerang, designate that to be the decorated side. So you get it approximately halfway there. Take a little bit of tape and then tape it right across the middle so you've made a big plus sign. And you can also do that on the bottom. And you've made a boomerang. Now, I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to move the camera up, and I'm going to show you guys how to tune it, because right now it's not very tuned and I don't think it would come back at this point. So hold on a second, I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. Hey, we still have our boomerang here. So there's two things you can do with it now. So if you look at it now from his side here, you can see the wings bend a little bit down. That's well, you would technically call that the dihedral. So you want them to swoop up just a little bit. So what I do is I just sort of run my fingers along here, and you can see now it's got a little bit of a upward arch to it, and you do that to each wing. and particularly at the end, just give it a little bit of upward curvature to it. You can see that. And then here's the last one. That's the dihedral. So the more dihedral you have on your boomerang, when you throw it, if I'm throwing it right-handed, it's going to go out at 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and it's going to come back here at 10 o'clock if I'm looking straight ahead at 12. So the more dihedral it has, the higher it will fly. Now the second thing you want to do to it to make sure that it comes around, you can make it come shorter or go a little bit longer, is each wing has a leading edge. So I'm holding it here in my right hand and I'm going to throw it this way. That would make this the leading edge, this the leading edge, this the leading edge, and this the leading edge, because as it spins through the air, it's the front part of the wing. That's why it's the leading edge. So you want the leading edge to have, the leading edge, a little twist to it so that it catches the air and that moves it around. So you can see that one's kind of flat. I want to give it just a little twist. That's the pitch. And each one gets a little pitch. Now if you put too much pitch in it, then it's not going to fly very far and it's not going to spin very well. So it's just a little bit of pitch in each one. And now that we've got a little bit of dihedral and a little bit of pitch in each wing, I'm going to throw this for the very first time and see what happens. And it came back perfectly. There you go. You got a boomerang, an indoor boomerang made out of a cereal box. So it worked. That's great. Now let's go over how I was holding it and how you make the throw. So when you have the boomerang, you're going to hold it down here at the end of one of the wings like you're holding a pen and you're going to write something. And you can hold it straight up, or you can even turn it back a little bit. So it can be straight up, or you can even put it down a little. By putting it down a little bit, what that helps you do is that when you throw it, you're going to give it a little bit of flick so that it spins. Now when you throw it, you're going to throw it, as I said before, you're going to throw it, if you're right-handed, out at 2 o'clock. If 12 o'clock is straight ahead, you throw it out at 2 o'clock, it'll come back at 10. If you're left-handed, you'd have to tune it the opposite way, and you're going to throw it out at 10 o'clock and it'll come back at 2. Now, to throw it, when you throw it, you want to throw it relatively straight up and down like this. If you lay it over on its side, it's going to go up in the air and it's going to go straight up. And that's not what you want. You want it to be pretty much straight up and down, or maybe just a little bit of layover, and then that's going to take it right around and it'll come right back. And to catch it, you can just put your hand out and pancake it, and you're good to go. And when I throw boomerangs, I throw them over and over and over again. See if you can catch it on your back, see if you can catch it on top of your head, see if you can catch it with your feet. You can do anything with it. Now you got a cereal box, you can make any number of these you want. You can make 3-wingers, 4-wingers. You can even make a 2-winger one, and if you tune it right, it will come back. So, thanks again, and to the Lincoln Library and the Joseph Avenue Arts and Cultural Alliance. My name is Ted Baumhauer. I hope you enjoyed the Breakfast and Boomerangs program. Thanks, bye!